That's one mother of a plant. I wonder if it's a carnivore.
I clicked on that by accident. Hello everybody and welcome back to The Longest Journey. My name is Xinixia, and we just had a very long and interesting chat with Abnaxis over here. We will be now leaving and heading off on our adventures once more. So he told us that we needed to find out a few things, because our main quest at the moment is we need to find the dragon. The two dragons, the white one and the blue one. Oh, it's very loud music. So we need to find the white and the blue dragons. We need. Oh, it's getting louder. We also need to find the disc to open the Guardian Throne, which is actually broken up into 4 parts. I believe that was spoken of earlier at some point. And they were given to 4 different magical peoples. So one of the things we need to do is go and speak to someone who has more knowledge of the sea. Now. Oh god, it's this thing again. It's following me. I don't know what this is, but it's so weird. So we want to head out to this... Where is it? Small pier. Not this guy. He doesn't know anything. He's rubbish. And speak to this guy. You remember him? Crazy
Hello
old
again,
sailor?
old man.
It be you.
Because he has lots of these Marwhat time stories. So he's going to know something about...
I'd love to hear some more maritime stories.
Sure, sweetie, I'd be happy to.
And he probably knows
What
something
story
about an
you
old
be
god.
wanting to hear now?
Have you heard a story about a god who fell from the sky into the sea?
Aye, that I be having. Although that
There we
be a
go.
story of man-eating mermen who ravaged the sea of
Ravaged.
songs, swallowing
Love his
sailors
accent.
whole and spitting their bones out to dry. Are you sure you be up for hearing such a cruel tale?
I've heard worse.
Ye be a tough little lady, be you not? All right. Well, like I be telling yous, the sea of song surrounding the island kingdom of Gien be a treacherous sea where countless vessels have disappeared without a trace. Now, this be near 30 long winters ago, mind, during me second term as captain of the trader Lucky Lady. We've been crossing the Sea of Songs for 2 seasons, and we'd yet to be seeing any sign of the dreaded bloodthirsty mermen who lurk in the waters off the Guyenne coast. That night we be laying still with our sails down, awaiting the wind to pick up and carry us north to Mercuria, when we be hearing a frightful scream a-coming from the port side of the Lady Luck. I be the first to rush over on account of me having me arm down the apple barrel. We just been to Arras to pick up 100 barrels of sweet Guyenne apples. And as luck would have it, I be there just in time to witness Sally Barney's horrible fate. He be in the water, screaming and waving his arms, and the water around him be red as a midwife's arms after a grueling birth.
I get the picture. Go on.
Then I be seeing, I glimpse a large, shiny, sleek body be pulling Sally down and swallow him whole. It be the mermen come to claim the body of the sailor who dared across their sea.
Are you sure it wasn't a shark?
What?
Big fish with sharp teeth and dead black eyes and a large triangular fin on top?
Ye mean a black-eyed snapjaw? I guess it could have been, but it be no snapjaw. It be the dreaded merman of the Sea of Songs.
Where does the sea god fit into all of this?
Aye, I be coming to that. You see, the bloodthirsty mermen be not only happy with cannibalizing sailors, but they be
cannibalizing.
sacrificing their own to their dark old sea god.
Actually, unless the
Yeah, they're-
mermen
okay.
are human, they
She's
wouldn't
just as
really
pedantic
be
as me.
cannibals if they ate humans.
Blood sacrifices to their dreaded god who lives on the bottom of the sea.
I like these
Aye,
people.
that be the truth of the mermen, fierce and bloodthirsty cannibals of the Sea of Songs.
Thanks. Good story.
Aye.
Fantastic.
I'm all storied out for now.
So that was
Thanks.
useful. We need to go find some mermen.
Aye, Ye tell me when ye want more, right?
Not to be confused with Mormons, who are entirely more terrifying.
See you later.
If I not be dead, aye.
That's nice and depressing. Come on, hurry up. Here we go. Okay. Big ship. Big boat, rather. Pier. Now we head back to the pier. We also need to go and speak to someone else. Western Tobias, that was it.
Good morning, Tobias.
Why, it's April, my friend from Stark. Have you come to visit us again?
So it appears. I didn't exactly come here by choice this time, though.
Oh? How so, if I may ask?
In a weird and twisted way, it's nothing out of what's become the substitute for ordinary in my life. One second I was in my room in Newport. The next, I was in a dark alley in Mercuria.
You must have opened a shift while you were sleeping. Good. This means you are learning to harness your magic.
Yeah, I guess, except I don't think I'll be able to get back home again. And this time, my mentor, Cortez, has no idea that I'm here.
Ah, but I'm sure you will find a way to channel and control your power soon. In the meantime, is there anything I can do to help?
He's a nice man.
I need
Okay.
to locate the disc that
More
unlocks
story
the
time.
Guardian's tower.
The disc that is the key? Yes, it is needed. It might even restore balance, provided the new Guardian accompanies it to the tower, of course. But you wish to find the disc yourself?
I have to. Cliché or not, it's our only hope.
You do this often, then? You know, save worlds?
It's an
You
expression.
sassy man.
Heroism in my world is more of a cliché than anything else.
I do not understand. But then I am merely a servant of the balance, while you are more. But yes, the disc. As I told you once before, when the Earth was divided, and the realm of the Guardian created, a disc was forged in the Well of Making. The disc was to serve two purposes: as a key to the Tower of Balance should it become necessary to enter it in the Guardian's absence, and as a replacement for the disc that is already in the tower should it be broken. The tower is now abandoned and locked, and the old disc shattered. I do think the time is right for the second disc to be brought forward and used.
Okay.
Where is the disc now?
At first, more than 12,000 years ago, it was kept in the open, at the Sentinel Enclave outside Mercuria. However, when thieves attempted to make away with the disc, it was taken away,
Why?
so that the four parts of the disc could be divided amongst four of the magical people of Arcadia, people who would have nothing to gain from the balance being compromised.
What people were the disc divided amongst?
This I cannot tell you. I am not sure anyone remembers now. But it would be in the scriptures, I am certain.
What scriptures?
The scriptures of the balance. There are 13 of them. 13 is a strong number, rich in tradition, and... Did you know the Ireed High Council consists of 13 ministers? No, of course you don't. 13 was also the number of the fathers who begat the Sentinel, and who built the Tower of Balance.
Begat is a good word.
Where can I find the scriptures of the balance?
Pay a visit to the Sentinel Enclave, located outside the city to the east. The great library of the Enclave contains every book ever written by an Arcadian minstrel, and most others as well. Speak with Minstrom Yerin, the keeper of books. Tell him I sent you.
He must be an exciting man.
I need to find the entrance to the Guardian's realm.
There is one. You are right in that, but where, I would not venture to guess. In the past, When the time came for the Guardian to step down and another to take his or her place, the Guardian opened a gateway wherever it was needed. A Guardian, still in full control of the balance, can invite anyone in and let anyone out. But with the Guardian gone, the only way in would be the point where the divide was first created, where the tower was built.
Isn't that location written down somewhere?
Remember that this was done on the old Earth before the divide. After the divide, after the creation of Stark and Arcadia, places were shifted
It's gonna be halfway
about.
between the two, somewhere.
This entrance
Middle
may not
space.
even be on the ground anymore.
What do you mean?
It could be up there, in the sky, or far below us, through the crust of the Earth into the molten depths below. I cannot say,
That sounds
and
fun.
I do not know anyone who
Got a
could.
lava diving suit. Okay.
Isn't there any way to locate the entrance to the Guardian's realm?
Perhaps with careful investigation of the old texts, histories of Arcadia, of the Divide, the scriptures. I do not know, April, but it cannot hurt to look. Again, you will find these texts at the Sentinel Enclave. Speak with Minstrom Yeren.
I need to locate the two dragons that reside in Arcadia.
The Drykin?
What's the difference?
Dragons is a word from your world. The kin are not what they have become in your legends and fairy tales.
But they're real, aren't they?
Oh, as real as you and me, April. And old. They have been here since before our time. As you probably remember, the kin were instrumental in the Divide, saving mankind from a terrible end. But I know so little. Only what I can remember from my studies when I was a minstrel at the Enclave.
How can I get more information on the Drakkin?
Books, daughter, books.
Go to
the
the
wisdom
Enclave,
of the
woman.
ages. There is one tome you should study, called The Secrets of the Drykin, by Minstrom Elniak. It is old but informative, and it captures the imagination.
Where can I find this book?
Again, you will find these texts at the Sentinel Enclave. Speak with Minstrom Yeren.
And
Thank you, Tobias.
Good to know I could help you, April.
Okay. So we're gonna want to go out to the Enclave now. Come on. There we go. Over here on the right. Lovely looking place. It's very cool. I want to know what's out this way. You never get to go that way, unfortunately. This is something that comes into use a little later. Here is Minstrom Yeren. Who we should be talking to. Apparently touching.
Oh, goodness me, I didn't hear you come in. By
loud
the
music
way,
again.
you haven't seen Volume 6
Ah,
of the
turn it
Complete
down.
Annotated History of the Northlands, have you? I could have sworn it was here yesterday.
Sorry,
Balance in this
no.
game is terrible occasionally.
I guess someone else must have taken it. I try to tell them to write down what they borrow on the list, but they never listen.
Classic.
Only
Frustrated
last
librarian.
week I spent 3 hours searching the entire enclave for the second scripture of the ballads, the scripture of song, before I realized that Vestron Tobias was studying it back in the city. Now, such incidents could be avoided if only, and this applies to you too, young lady, people would sign out the books they borrow when they borrow them and sign them back in when they're done. Such a simple procedure. It shouldn't take more than a few
forgetting that this
seconds
is the
to
world of
jot down
chaos,
your
not the world of
name
logic,
and
my
the
friend.
name of the book you borrow.
You can't expect people to be logical.
It makes my job so
sensible.
much easier. Now, which book did you want me to find for you?
Excuse me. Well, first of all,
Are you Minstrom Yeren?
Yes, of course. Oh, what a silly question.
How would I know? I don't know you.
I am Minstrom Yeren, keeper of the great library of Marcuria. In fact, this is the greatest library of all the Northlands. Perhaps of the entire world. Although they say the Dark People have a library as big, if not bigger, than this one. But of course, we're not allowed anywhere near
So
there.
dark people again.
Have you been there?
I don't think...
What a silly question. Of course you haven't. You're not of the Dark People, are you? You don't look like any Dark People I've ever seen, so I can't see how you could possibly... Now, where did Volume 6 disappear to?
Tobias said I should talk with you.
Tobias? Vestrum Tobias? I haven't seen him for... Well, he was in last week, but before that it must have been days at least. How is he? Still eating enough for 2 mules?
I wouldn't know.
I must tell you of this funny story I heard the other day, of how Vestrum Tobias eats enough for a table full of minstrum. Or was it one Elguan? Although the Elguan don't, as a rule, eat very much at all. Did you know that the Elguan can smell water more than half a day's journey away? Amazing, amazing creatures, perfectly suited for a life in the desert. The balance provides, that's for certain. The balance provides.
What a strange
Vestrum
man.
Tobias recommended that I look at some books.
Books is what we do best here at the Enclave, that is for certain. Which book would you like to see?
I'm looking for a story called The Silver Spear of Gorimon.
Yes, a fanciful tale if I ever saw one, but a charming one. Did you know that I'm often paid visit by adventurers wishing to read everything available on the spear, so that they too can set out on their foolish quests?
Yeah, don't you just hate those adventurers?
Well, they pay for my bread, milk, and butter with their contributions to the coffers, so I shouldn't be too critical of them. But they care not about the books. They care only about what the books can give them.
I care. About the books, really.
I can tell. So, the Silver Spear of Gorimon, then?
Gorimon was one of the rejected Digimon who made his way to Arcadia, which is where all the rest of the rejected Japanese anime characters have made their way.
I did find something of interest. I'll leave it here for you to read.
Excellent. Now, I'm not going to read all of this, but I'm going to leave it up on the screen for a few seconds. So if you want to read it, feel free to pause the video. And if you want to read it, you can read it yourself. It's quite interesting, even though the text kind of goes over the page there a little bit. And it is quite clearly just Microsoft Word text put over the picture of a book. They could have done this a bit better, but you know. Just check there's nothing I can click on here. Sometimes you have to click on... No. Lovely.
Are you done? Let me take that back for you.
Just let him take it away. Let's go get another book.
Oh, goodness, it's you again. Oh, you gave me such a fright.
I've not left.
Could I see some more books?
Oh, certainly. What a silly question.
No, I don't need to see the folk tales, and I don't need to see History of Mercuria.
I'm looking for some information, but I'm not sure which book to ask for.
No matter. I know a great deal about most of the books in here. What topic intrigues you?
I've heard rumors about mermen who live beneath the Sea of Songs, and I'd like to find out more about them.
Mermen in the Sea of Songs. Let me see what I can find, yes? I did find something of interest. I'll leave it here for you to read.
I'm gonna do the same thing with all the books. Rampant amongst us. There's something I'm supposed to click on this. Maybe it's a different one.
Are you done? Let me take that back for you.
Maybe not. Hurry up.
Oh, goodness.
Every time.
It's you again. Oh, you gave me such a fright.
This guy might have early onset, well, not that early. Onset dementia.
Could I see some more books?
Keeps forgetting I'm here.
Oh, certainly. What a silly question.
I'm looking for some information, but I'm not sure which book to ask for.
No,
We've heard all this before.
I need to find out which four magical people of Arcadia were given a piece of the stone disc that serves as the key to the Guardian's realm.
The stone disc of the balance, yes? Yes.
Sorry about the cough.
There could possibly be something on that in... let me check. Just one moment.
Just gonna skip him forward a little bit. As a general rule, I don't like skipping things that much, but... But I will skip if it's just something repetitive and not interesting. So this is a little bit like Lord of the Rings-esque. One stone to the gentle souls that sing in the dark and shape the earth between their toes. One stone to the watchers in the wood, the ones who are outside. One stone to the two that make one, of air and of sea. And one stone to the keepers of the dark flame, the eternally dark, the mariners. One stone to rule them all, and in the darkness. Basically, that's the kind of whole thing that it sounds like. Nothing to click on there. Okay, lovely.
Oh,
Yes, yelps.
Could I see some more?
oh, certainly.
I'm looking...
No.
I'd like...
Oh. I did find...
Yep, lovely. Okay.
Are you done? Oh, goodness.
Could I see some more
all the
books?
Oh, certainly.
I don't need these.
I'm looking...
No, ma'am.
Could I see
I'm
that book?
I'm
Certainly,
sure I've missed
certainly.
something in this book, because there's something you're supposed to click on. Or there's something that's supposed to trigger. I thought. Maybe I've just not got the right book yet. No.
Are you
Okay.
done?
I think we're done here for the moment then. Let's see. Not entirely sure where to go right now. Let's talk to this guy.
How are you today, then?
Like you.
Oh,
Did
sorry,
you
we can
ever
skip
hear
there.
of the Merman of the Sea of Songs?
You mean the bloodthirsty cannibal merman of the Sea of Songs?
The very ones.
That's it.
Never heard of him.
How dare you?
Are you sure you've never heard of the Merman of the Sea of Songs?
Be quiet. Shh. Not so loud.
What's up with the shushing?
Legend says that if you speak openly of the bloodthirsty cannibal merman of the Sea of Songs, they will hunt you down until they've caught you and devoured you.
You're awfully superstitious,
And you
aren't you?
believe this legend?
No, I'm just trying to scare you off.
Do you know anything about a god that fell from the sky into the sea?
Of course. You find fallen gods most everywhere these days. They're an air and a hand.
Really?
No, of course not. There are no fallen gods in the sea. It wouldn't make much sense, would it? If the sea was full of gods just lying about the seabed.
So you've never heard of such a thing happening?
Now you got it.
Bye.
Okay, no. He was not that interesting. I think we go and speak to Brian.
Hi there, Mr. Westhouse. I'm back.
My word. What on earth possessed you to return to this godforsaken place? You were lucky to escape the first time, but now you're really pushing it.
It's not that bad a place, or else you wouldn't stay here. Besides, this time I didn't exactly come here by choice.
I stay here because I'm a true masochist, Miss Ryan. And who forced you to come? Was it Cortez?
He doesn't even know I'm here, unfortunately. No, I think I had some kind of accident with my so-called powers. I shifted in my underwear.
No, ha! Isn't that the way it is, though? We always cross the rift at the most inopportune times. Care for a drink? Oh, no, that's right. You, don't.
I don't know. I might start soon.
Would you mind helping me with a few questions?
I have nothing better to do, so shoot.
Okay.
Do you know anything about dragons?
I try to stay out of the affairs of the kin these days. What precisely do you wish to know about the damn beasts?
There are 2 dragons in Arcadia, and I'm trying to locate them.
Yeah, I've heard that tale myself, but no, I don't know anything about it. You'd be better off speaking with the Sentinel Minstrom. After all, religion is their specialty, not mine.
Did you ever hear a story about a god who fell from the sky?
Stories aren't my thing, April. You should visit a library. I'm sure you'll find some stories in the books. I know the Sentinel have a library somewhere near the city. I've also heard rumor of a people with wings who do nothing but observe and record history through stories.
There we go.
But I don't know if that's all it is. A rumor. Still, if you're looking for stories, it may be wise to check it out and see if you can find them.
That was it. I needed to find that out so I can then go and ask about them in the Sentinel Library.
I'm
I don't know if he
looking for a
knows
disc
anything
that
else.
will open up the Guardian's realm.
That's religion, Miss Ryan. And the only things I worship are whiskey, a good cigar, and a nice long... Anyway, don't ask me about all that, balance.
Come on,
mumbo
Brian,
jumbo.
finish your sentence. God damn it. He's not going to know about that.
Would you be able to tell me where I could look for the entrance to the Guardian's realm?
In Tobias's pants, if he had his wish, I'm sure. No, I'm sorry. I don't know anything about the Guardians. Balance, Sentinel, or gardening. Now, if you're interested in bullfighting, I could talk all night.
bullfighting's a horrible act of cruelty to animals, and not much of a sport at all.
I'll just forget you said that, Miss Ryan. If there's one thing I miss about Stark, it's bullfighting.
You'll be happy to hear, then, that they abolished bullfighting hundreds of years ago.
Damn.
I can't think of any more questions for now.
Then, let's talk about other things, shall we?
Thanks, Mr. Westhouse.
Anytime, April. Come back if you're homesick and you feel like talking to a fellow alien.
That was it. Okay. Now we go back here. Now we can ask him about the... They're called the Elation. We don't know that yet, so shh.
Oh!
The flying people who tell
Goodness,
stories.
It's you again. Oh, you gave me such a fright.
Could I see some more books?
Oh, certainly. What a silly question.
I'm looking for some information, but I'm not sure which book to ask for.
No matter. I know a great deal about most of the books in here. What topic intrigues you?
Are there any books about flying people who observe and tell stories?
Winged storytellers, hmm? Let me see what I can find. Hold on. I did find something of interest. I'll leave it here for you to read.
Excellent. This is the book I was looking for.
The island of Elias, near the Briston Atoll. Maybe I should try to go there.
Okay.
Are you done? Let me take the...
Perfect. So now we know where we need to go. The island of Elias. Let's speak to this guy.
Hello.
Uh-huh.
Do you know the island of Elias?
The vacation paradise of the ancient Delmari? Certainly.
How do I get there?
It's near the Briston Atoll, but boats rarely travel directly to Briston from Marcuria. You'd have to travel via Guyenne.
Can you give me a lift to Guyenne on your ship?
There are 3 problems with that scenario. Number 1, there's no wind, so we can't set sail south. Number 2, I lost my navigator a few weeks past, and I have yet to find his replacement. And number 3, you're a woman.
Wow.
We don't let women on board the White Dragon.
Isn't that a bit sexist?
Sexy is just what I worry about. What with a boat full of men being out at sea for months at a time?
Not sexy, sexist.
I'm a sailor, girl. What do you expect? Good bedside manners?
I'd really appreciate it if I could hitch a ride with you to Guyenne.
Ain't gonna happen. Sorry.
I'd really appreciate it if I could hitch a ride with you to Guyenne.
Ain't go-
Okay, okay.
Bye.
Get the picture. So, we need to fix the wind. Yeah, you heard me right. We need to fix the wind. We need to find him a navigator. Let's go speak to the map man. We still have a delivery list, so...
Hey, you. What's going on? Why didn't you deliver any maps yesterday?
I wasn't around, sorry.
Well, there are more maps to be delivered, and my customers are getting very impatient. Did you deliver the map to the rolling man?
Yes, sir.
All right, let me see his signature, and I'll give you your next delivery.
Oh, oops.
Weren't you supposed to make a delivery to the Rolling Man?
Yes, I was.
Then what in the deepest, darkest recess?
Oh, did I not get a signature? Oh, shit. I thought I did. Oh, come on now. Alright, well, we'll go back there then.
Sign this, please. It's just a confirm.
Certain.
I thought I did that already. Okay, moving back. Whoops. Okay, let's try that
Here's your
again.
next delivery, a map of the Northlands to a Tun Layak, staying at the Journeyman Inn. And be quick about it. She's been waiting since the day before yesterday.
Let's speak to this dude as well.
Want to test your skill and perception with a game of cups? There are prizes to be won.
Okay, let's go.
Just place your bet, investment, on the table and the game will begin.
Okay. Let's play this. Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? Get back here.
Here's my coin. Now, how do I play?
I place one cup on top of your coin like so. Then I shuffle them like so. Now, you guess which cup hides your coin. If you get it right, you win another coin, 3 in a row, and you win a prize.
Easy. Now what you do here is you use your
It's a magnetized screwdriver.
magnetized screwdriver.
Hey, that cup moved. It's gotta be this one.
Hey.
That's correct, but that's... You used magic, didn't you? You used your magic wand.
Nah, your amulet didn't light up, did it?
No, but it's impossible.
Because you use magic yourself? Because nobody's supposed to ever win your game? They have a name for people like you, sir. Con artist.
What? I'm outraged. I'm outraged.
Whatever. I want my prize.
Prize? You don't get a prize for winning once, especially when you're cheating. You cheat.
You want me to call the city guard? I demand a prize.
Oh, by the gods of gambling. Here, take this and leave me be.
A calculator? Where did you get this?
Oh, I don't know. Won it off some guy who got it from someone else who's supposedly been in stock. It's it's a valuable souvenir from the mysterious and elusive world of logic. Now, would you please let me be? Let someone else play. Yes?
I'll make a trade with you. My magic wand for one of your prizes, and then I'll leave your game alone.
What's the catch?
No catch. You get a magic wand, and I get one of your exotic prizes.
All right. Fair enough. Which prize would you like?
It's an important choice, so
I
I'll
don't
think
know what I
about it
want yet,
before
do I?
I decide.
I need to trade this for the.
Very well. But honor our agreement. And for
trade
the
it for the
love of the
bird.
balance, don't sell that magic wand to anyone but me.
Okay. Moving right along, we'll go over to the Journeyman Inn. And we'll find this navigator woman who has ordered the map. Who is apparently not here.
Excuse me?
Yes? Oh, it is you.
It's not a very busy inn, is it? Nobody's here having lunch?
I'm looking for a guest of yours, Tun Layak.
The sailor? She is looking for work today, I'm afraid. With most of the ships moored to the docks for balance knows how long, it is difficult for sailors to find work.
Do you know when Tun Layak is expected back?
I could not tell you, child, but from what I know of the ships in harbor, she will not find one that needs a navigator anytime soon.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
So no, I don't find her yet.
You're welcome.
Damn it! I forgot the. I always forget the order of this section. What else do I need to do? I need to find the wind, but I don't know about the wind yet. I need to get the bird, but I don't know that I need the bird yet. Because it used to be his
Hello
bird.
again, old man.
Eh? It be you.
Oh, but he... Oh, I need to speak to this guy, I think, actually. I think this is right.
Do you know how I can get passage on a boat going south?
Aye, coin be the way, as me beloved wife always be saying. 'Course she'd be running off with a wealthy merchant while I be away at sea. Women never trusted one I didn't pay for again.
I don't have much coin at all.
And I be at a loss, as do ye, unless...
I need coin to travel in a boat unless... what?
Unless I be calling in a favor with the good Captain Horatio Nebervale, who'll be traveling to Guyenne as soon as the wind be picking up.
So now he's going to send us to
kind
find
of
his
favor?
bird.
Oh, he be owing me from back when I was his captain.
Would you cash in your favor with Nebervale if I got your bird back?
Aye,
He told us about
I be
that before.
promising anything to get me friend back. It be a deal.
See you later.
If I...
Okay, perfect. Lovely. Move on, come on. Okay, so now we can trade the screwdriver for the bird.
You still interested in a
Which prize?
Yep, the
the
talking bird.
talking bird?
That scraggly heap of... A fantastic choice, young lady. Hold on a second and I'll get him for you. A fantastic choice, and I really, really mean that.
I like the talking bird. And handily enough, he fits right down my right hand trouser leg. Somehow he fits in my trouser leg. Despite the fact that the trousers are clearly
your bird, huh?
skin tight.
Yeah. Wait a second. Did the old man send you to get me?
I guess he did. My name's April.
Oh, God, is there no escape? I mean, not that I like being cooped up in a cage for gamblers to gawk at and children to spit at all day, but give me a break. It's better than being locked away in a stinking chest. Thanks a whole bunch for rescuing me, April.
You're welcome.
No, hey, that's not what I meant. I was being sarcastic. Do you know what sarcastic means? Speak all tongue? Yes, hmm?
No, actually, I don't. I speak English.
English? I don't know where you're from, lady, but you're weird. Okay, so let me go already, all right? Enough with the I'm human so I can boss the bird around shtick. We're all impressed.
Sorry, I promised the old man I'd win you back. I need a favor from him badly.
Yeah? So what's so important you'd sacrifice a bird's happiness and well-being?
The fate of two worlds, billions of people, and the balance.
Yeah? So... No, forget it.
So were you always just Bird? Or did you have a better name?
No, it's always been Bird. My full name is That Damn Bird. I learned that when I was 2 weeks old. That damn bird, the old man would say. No good ball of feathers. Then he beat me with a stick.
Oh, bird.
Really?
No. He'd just stick me in the chest and forget about me. Which is almost as bad as beating, believe you me.
I'm sorry to hear that, Bird. You know, if you were my bird, I think I'd call you Crow.
Yeah, well, I'm my own bird, lady, and I don't... Crow. You'd call me Crow? That's a pretty good name. It's a proper name, at least, not just an insult.
Anyway, I guess I'd better get you back to your master bird. He's pining for you.
All he's pining for is coin to gamble with.
It's really none of my business. Sorry.
Sure you are.
Back in the trouser leg you go. Okay, now we go back to the old man.
It's the one.
I didn't mean to click on that. I like how it's changed to crow.
Here's your
in the
bird,
inventory as well.
sir. It wasn't easy, but I got him back. I sure hope you're grateful.
Bird, blessed be the balance, me faithful friend and companion be back.
I'm pretty sure he's stuffed. And I think we're all going
No,
insane.
no, not back in the chest, not in the chest!
Oh.
Ah, ah, ah!
Now can you help me get passage on a ship?
Aye, I be a man of me word. Speak ye with Captain Horatio Nebervale, the White Dragon, the ship behind yous. Tell him Umbrianos be sending yous to cash in on that old favour he be owing me.
Thanks, old man.
Ire.
What was that noise? Ayer. Alright, let's go speak to him.
Hello.
Uh-huh.
You know old Umbrianos, don't you?
The old drunk? Aye, he be a good captain once. But ever since he lost his ship, he hasn't been much worth to anyone.
Be that as it may, you do owe him a favor, right?
Aye, that I do. He saved my life more than once. And I wouldn't be captain of this beautiful lady if it weren't for him.
Guess what? I'm here to cash in on that favor.
I'll be damned. What did you do for the old geezer? Promise him your hand in marriage?
Don't you mind that, old boy. Just get ready to sail south. You're giving me a lift to the island of Elias. I mean, since you're already heading for Gien.
I am? That could prove a little tricky.
How come?
Well, still the wind and the navigator.
For one, there is no wind. That accursed alchemist up north has put some kind of spell on the wind. Clax, I believe his name is. Roper
he's
Clax.
good. I'm looking forward to
Lives
him.
in a bloody rock somewhere beyond Riverwood. As long as he's got his dirty claws on the wind, this vessel ain't going nowhere. Then there's a little problem with my crew. I can't very well leave the harbor without a navigator, and my last one decided he didn't much care for the sea anymore and went off to marry a serving maid.
But, okay. Let's say I manage to free the wind and find you a new navigator. Then will you drop me off on Elias?
You think you will be able to defeat Clax, free the wind, and find me a new navigator?
Par
By
for the course in
Jowl's
games like this,
pus-filled
my man.
left eye, if you
Par
do
for
such
the
a trick,
course.
then I'll take you wherever you wish to go. Most likely they'll be holding your funeral within the week, girl. Just leave the madman be and let the army deal with him.
Never you mind. As long as you keep your promise and take me to Elias.
What's with Elias, anyhow? It's been deserted for hundreds of years, ever since the Dolmari fell victim to the Great Plague.
I need to visit the Elation people, to listen to some of their stories.
As if there aren't enough stories here. Huh. It takes all sorts, that be for sure.
Okay, perfect. So, head back to the city and back to the Journeyman Inn now. I think that Tunlayak should be... Oh, do I have to do that first? I have to do that first. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to leave this episode here, and then we'll head up north in the next episode. Thank you very much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Again, it was a little bit like running around and chatting to people, but next episode, I promise, is action-packed. Thanks once again. If you enjoyed the episode, please feel free to leave a like down below. And if you want to see more of this kind of content, then subscribe to the channel, and you'll get updates more or less daily with more of this and other games. Thanks again, and enjoy the rest of your morning, evening, day, or night, whatever you're having. Bye-bye.